Welcome back to the Rise Personal Training Podcast. Coach Ryan here today with the one, the only, fresh haircut, Wyatt.
All right, what's up, everyone?
I can tell you lost some volume, but it's good. It's good. It's getting out of control.
Sure. It was crazy.
Guys, today we're going to be talking about, basically what happens when we bring in a new member or someone who's looking to get started. We don't just throw them into a workout. There's a process, there's a system, and how we take someone who hasn't done anything and how we build them up to where we need them to go.
Yeah, so it's really looking to that first month from scheduling a call to what your training's going to look like. Majority of the people come with us haven't been training for a while, so they're a little nervous trying to get into a program or something. They don't know what to expect. And so I think we just really start off here at Rise, you're going to start with a discovery call, right? A real quick 5 to 10 minute call. This is where we just get some background information. We'll see what your goals are. We'll let you know kind of what we do here if this is what you're looking for, and see if we're a good fit, right? And so just get that background information real quick we need.
Yeah, it's really a way to help answer questions, especially for new people that they're going to text us a million questions because they want to find out, right? So we have some steps and things to make that easier, but it just makes our life easier. We hop on a call and we're basically going to find out about you, your schedule, if you are a good fit and sounds like what your problems are that we have the solution for, we can find a way to help you out.
Right.
So once we go through that, then we're going to actually meet with you in person. We'll do an in-person consultation. This is essentially our starting point session. We need to figure out all the information we need to figure out how we can start a program and figure out a way to help create that program plan for you.
Yeah, so we'll go over your current movements, how you move, but we'll also look at your injury history. Okay, we'll see, are there any current aches or pains? Are there any previous aches or pains? Because that's something that is crucial when you're making a new program. You could start with a trainer and they just throw you into a workout. They don't ask you questions. And then, that knee injury you had a few years ago, boom, flares up versus we're going to see. We want to know. That gives us the information to create the program, the initial program, and we can always kind of adjust off that.
Yeah, it's just, people don't want to be assessed, but that's really what it is. We need to assess how you move, where your body is, so we know exactly what we can do. If you I think what's like the dumb analogy, like, you take your car to a shop, like fix it. Well, I need to see what needs to be fixed. Let's run some diagnostics. Let's figure out what's going on, and then we can come up with a plan. So same thing too. We just need to see where you are, how you move, how we can start you in the program. The injury thing's a big thing. We need to see how you move before we throw you into a workout, right? Before we throw you into a training session. If you have restricted mobility, a lot of people can't reach overhead. Right. And now all of a sudden I'm trying to have you do this exercise and you're compensating and things can go wrong. So we already will know that ahead of time. So we have you in the right program that we need to. And we'll take a look at, what's your busy life look like, your schedule. Like if your goal is to work out 5 days a week, and then we're talking like your schedule's insane. Like you're a busy parent, you're got 2 kids, you're driving them all over the place, you're trying to work, you're trying to shop.
You're going to make it like
can we
2 or 3 times?
2 or 3 times is usually what almost everyone we're able to kind of squeeze in. So we'll take all that information. And then from there, if you're good and you're ready to start training with us, we're going to build out your program.
Right.
And so we'll take that information and build out your program. And it's not just, hey, their program's done, we're ready to go. The first 2 weeks of your program, we call it our body mapping phase. So we're specifically going to have the coach, it's going to really do 2 things. It's going to help build you up, because it takes that first 2-3 weeks to build you up, especially if you haven't done anything. But really, we're going to spend that time to individualize all the different movements that we have, figure out where you are currently, what's going to work best for you, and really spend time to individualize your program even farther.
Yeah, it's like that initial consultation when we take you through the movements. We know what you can do, but we don't know to what extent. We don't know how you start performing in the workout itself. And so when we take you through our body mapping phase, we know you can do a squat, okay? But I know you could do a squat for 3 reps that we did in the movement prep or whatever. But then when we load it up, there's some knee pain or something. So we have to be able to kind of assess where you're currently at as you're going through the workout there. And then as we're building you up in that initial week, the first workouts are going to, like he said, start slow. They're going to be moderate.
Yeah, it's just our way that we ramp you up. Our goal, and I tell people this, like, we're not here to kill you. I don't need you throwing up. I don't need you trying to get out of the chair. You're so sore. You can't even move. You can't pick up your kids, whatever. You're going to be a little sore.
There's
really no way we can, if we make it where you're not sore at all, it's going to be a real slow process to build you up. But that mild soreness is tolerable. It's enough that we can kind of build you up week by week, and then we'll start to push you. Then we'll start to go as you start building up strength and you're moving better, you're having more energy. That's when we can really start to ramp it up and see a lot more progress come from there.
And we'll see that right at like the end of that 2 weeks that we pretty much dial in all of our movement categories we have. And then we can start playing around with changing, put you in different phases, different rep ranges, different weights and exercises.
Yeah,
and
we'll
such.
find ways basically to adjust your program so you can continue to see results and continue to go through there. And, going it back to even that first workout session, really, that first week, we're not throwing you in. You're, all right, here you go. That's what you're doing. Go do it. We're coaching you every step through the way.
Right.
We're going to coach you up through all the movements. We're going to make sure everything looks good. That's the whole point of our personal training is we're going to give you that step-by-step guidance that you're going to need. Now, eventually, you'll start to get more comfortable with the program. We have our software that you can kind of start to see your program and start to go through it. So it makes it easier for us to do it in that semi-private setting.
But it's still always going to be like individualized, So you're always going to, you could come into that first session and you actually hurt your shoulder right before. We'll be able to tweak it right then and there. We'll be able to modify anything we need. Especially in those first few, or you've been here for years, we can modify it still and stuff.
That's so cool, especially where what technology has gone. But that's what really such a big difference in what we do with our semi-private personal training is we can truly individualize every single thing that we do, even though we are working in a small group of people, right? So I get clients all the time, oh yeah, I've done small group training. There was 6 of us with one coach just like that too. And you find out basically it's like a mini group class, right? It's just one coach just kind of coaching, cheering everybody on. But here it's just fully individualized. It's just kind of that shared experience with the trainer and with some of the other members as well too.
And I know as a new member starting here, you want to like results and everything. So during our initial consultation, we have that baseline measurement with our in-body scale. It's body fat, muscle mass, all the metrics we need to see to track. Are we getting progress? Are we not getting progress? And so we go through the 2 weeks. We already have that initial, and then we'll go through our normal program there. And then we could even, 2 weeks after that, we'll message you saying, hey, let's do another remeasure. It's been a long enough time now we can see where that trend's going.
So people again, if they're coming in from like a body composition, I need to lose fat, I want to gain muscle. It's like, yeah, we have all these things, and we can work on nutrition, we can work on stress, there's so much pieces of the puzzle to work on. But step one, let's just get you moving. Right. Let's build up that habit. Let's get you back and feeling confident going into the gym, going into working out. And this is what I tell people: you're going to start feeling better. I feel more motivated. I have more energy. Most people know what's healthy food or not.
Yeah.
Now you start choosing healthier options, and that kind of snowballs and kind of goes in the direction where now we're getting great results.
Right.
Other people may need a lot more coaching, a lot more help when it comes to that. And so it's like, hey, that's when we can, at the end of that month, we do a remeasure. Are we getting good progress? Great. Keep doing what you're doing. Or do you need more help? And then maybe we'll jump on a call, right? We have our new nutrition coaching program, Readjusted, coming out. So it's going to really help us figure out, is there just one thing or little detail that you need to work on and fix? Or do you really need that ongoing coaching, nutrition, and support, right? So we'll figure out what's going to work best for you. And then that way we just constantly check in, constantly see what's going on, and make the adjustments along the way.
Where we need to go.
Yeah.
And so, if you're new to the gym or you're trying to get on top of your health and fitness there, I know a lot of people, you look at the prices, you see the commercial gyms, but then you don't know what to do, So it's really put yourself first. Make sure if you have injuries, if you have some sort of history there, you need to be taken care of. You need to make sure you're doing the right thing. So that's really where this personal training comes into play. That's where we come into play here. You got to do it right. It's great to, start off on a good foot here. And so don't be worried, don't be stressed. When you sign up here, you're in good hands. We'll start you slow. We'll make sure you're moving where you got to go.
It's always ask, how you feeling? People are like a little excited, but kind of scared, and that's fine too. But don't worry. You just show up. We'll take care of the rest. We go from there. So if you're a new member, welcome. That's kind of the process that we're going to be going through. If you're a current member and you know someone who is like, they're worried, they're struggling, send them this. Have them listen to this. Have them jump on a call with us. We're here to help. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right, later.
Thank you.